What's up, everybody? Will Smith slash Chris Rock. That's not the Will I was looking for. Ramos. Sleep token, as a matter of fact. Hi. I always forget to say hi. Welcome back, everybody. Just did a sleep token reaction. It's funny that Nick's face pops up when you click over mine. That's very confusing, YouTube. Don't do that. Yeah, mixed reactions there. I think a lot of people were disappointed at my, not disappointment, but my lack of surprise, I guess. And what had happened was, you know, my good friend, longtime supporter, Chaotic, he requested it and he wanted to see what I thought of it. And I kind of had, and it's funny because this is so tied into Will. You know, on my wife's channel, which, you know, HalfLifeSistah.com for the merch, as you all know, support us on Patreon. You're supporting both me and my wife. You're getting a 2-for-1, and you're getting all the videos that aren't on YouTube on Patreon, over 150. So go there, support us, and you could also make requests from me there as well. But we did a reaction to the Hellfire, and I was never a deathcore guy. I didn't honestly even know what the hell it meant. So when I heard To the Hellfire, I was blown away. And I thought when I was going to hear Sleep Token, I was going to have one of those moments. So that's why it was really built up in my head. You know, I've heard the song a few times and I did what I promised in that video, which was to go and listen to a reactor. And funny enough, the other day, and I think most of you saw this because she's giant, you know, the charismatic voice, she did one with Will, oddly enough, on this song, introducing her to this song. So you could imagine how adorable that was, the both of them together, right? So, you know, I got to hear their opinions on the vocals and stuff. And the funny thing is I heard all that, but because I'm so used to that, and I don't know what's, you know, being an INTP, I guess I'm just like that, where, you know, the breathy vocals and stuff, like, I mean, if you've, you know, I'm a big Nine Inch Nails fan, so, you know, Trent Reznor, I mean, all he's doing is breathing when he sings. So, you know, I was used to all that, the Deftones and stuff, and they put it all together, and it's a great song, it really is, but it just, I was expecting, like, To the Hellfire kind of moment, so it actually ended up being kind of a, like I said, again, not a letdown because it was a good song, but just kind of like a slightly lackluster as far as what I was expecting versus what actually happened, you know? Still a great song. But ironically, Chaotic wanted me to, and my friend, I know you said you wanted to change it. I didn't get the information in time. I'm just, and quite frankly, you built up my interest in wanting to hear this, because after I saw how big of a fan Will is of Sleep Token and how, you know, they were just gushing all over the place, him doing a cover of one of their songs, I'm curious now. And I do want to give Sleep Token another shot because I understand they're, you know, they're kind of like Ghost. And I don't mean just because they're wearing a mask. I'm talking about, like, they're kind of genreless. Like, I know Ghost is kind of like a throwback style, but, you know, they're all over the place. You know, there's a bunch of songs from Ghost that are like some of my favorites and some that are just like not for me, you know what I mean? And that they're all over the place. And that's cool. That means that there's a little something for everyone, right? But obviously it also means you can't just judge based on one song. So, man, you made me super curious. So I still want to do the reaction, even though you want to change it. I'll do the one you want to change it to, but you already got me hyped for this, so I still want to do it. And I believe you wanted to do the Chokehold cover. And here's the problem. I don't know what Chokehold sounds like from the original. So by default, we once again have to do a 2-for-1 because I don't like to half-ass things here on my channel. I take my music very seriously. Therefore, I need to listen to Sleep Token's Chokehold first, everybody. Okay? This is what's gonna happen. And man, I would like to see him perform live. I just don't, like, it's like Nightwish. I haven't taken a poll, so I don't know if it's good or not. And there's no official, I'm just going to go with the album version. I just want to hear. I know there's a lot going on in the vocals and sound. So I'll listen to their official song. Are you guys ready? We're just going to get right into it. Notice I already had my headphones on because I've got a lot of reactions to do and I really want to bang these out. I'll pull up the lyrics here. See what this song is about. Okay, I don't like this framing here. I don't want I don't want to see my bad spelling and Google, but I like the black background. You know what? How about we choose a lyric video and we'll get the best of both worlds? Because I really don't like this like bright white. I still gotta sort my shit out, man. All right. The vibe of this.
We were tangled up like branches in a flood. I come as a
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, I'm in the right headspace right now. I'm in the right headspace to receive this because I already knew what to expect. I'm open to it, you know, I didn't get sideswiped. Fuck, you know? That's undeniably good. It's good because it's like what popular music should be. And I don't mean like pop music, but I'm like, you know, there's a lot of them are doing it now. You know, the dark pop, basically, what's happening, and making it sound cool because people understand darkness gives you a cool vibe. It makes you feel really, really good. And I think a lot of, I guess we would call normies, you know, people who aren't into the metal scene, are being exposed to that through a lot of their favorite pop artists, you know? And now this is like this transition drug. You know, I even noticed it in the other one. It's just, again, I'm from that new metal, groove metal background. So it's like, I love it, but it's like I'm used to it. But I can imagine how some new people, because their drops are hard in their songs, you know? You go from this beautiful singing and this sexy aesthetic, but then you've got these deep drops, and their guitars are tuned so well because they've got that nice, deep, rich, kind of old school new metal kind of boom to them, you know? That just sounds so crunchy, like the first time you listen to Korn or something. And you know, I had a back when I used to listen to Korn, I had a Dodge Ram with the big ass subwoofer in the back. So when the drop hits on the fucking Korn song, you just lose your goddamn mind. It's great, you know, because you get all these vibes, these Nine Inch Nails and everything. And I always, you know, these songs are more difficult, you know? They're more difficult because when you're doing this kind of more popular music, with so much already being done before, it's hard to make things original because we know everyone's inspired by everybody else, and there's so many Me Too bands. So of course you see, like, you know, you can see all the influences, but there's things you can't copy. And one of those things is the voice. We're going to be posting on my wife's channel, In Flames. And In Flames, for an American audience, is like most American introduction to melodic death. The thing is, like, when I went back to listen to At the Gates, which was as much of a pioneer as In Flames was, but not as much in the States because, you know, overseas there's this kind of different markets and stuff, so not everything penetrates the same. The vocals, you know, as good as At the Gates is, the vocalist for In Flames, he can't be beat. I have yet to hear anyone surpass him in the melodic death arena. And this is what I'm talking about here. Like, this guy's voice, you know, I was getting vibes of, and this is so off base because it's like they only have one song that I've ever liked from them, and that's AWOL Nation, and you know that song Sail, right? And he's a great vocalist, but they were kind of like a pop party band, you know, at least from the other songs that I heard. But that one hit, Sail, which had that, what I'm talking about here, the ingredients of like darkness, it doesn't have to be metal to be dark, right? I mean, I can see why they're popular. I can see why they went viral because it's not just, it has a more mainstream sound. It's more than that, okay? And I'm not, listen, I don't kiss ass on this channel. I don't give a shit. If I don't like something, I don't like something. I can't deny that what I just heard, first of all, I liked. And second of all, I could understand why it is getting more notice than a lot of the noise that's going on around, because it's really hard to stand out. But the best way to stand out is to make music that's memorable, and not just good and enjoyable, but genuinely memorable. And the only way that can happen is if it's has some level of uniqueness. And it's not just the sound, of course, it's the performance. It's his whole vessel vibe, that I am just a vessel with this thing coming out, but you know, this noise coming out of my mouth that just makes the ladies swoon, right? And probably some dudes. So yeah, I mean, I get it. So we're gonna do the Will Ramos cover now. I needed to hear the original because I know how Will sings, and I highly doubt he sang it like this. If he did, I'm going to take literal shit in my chair right now. So I hope that doesn't happen because I really don't want to have to clean that up. Oh, this is the wrong one. God damn it! I want to hear it though. But no, that's the. We're doing this one. We're doing it live. like it should be Will's picture here.
When we were made,
Oh, he's singing. Bing singing.
it was no accident.
Okay. And this is another thing that I'm going to talk about in the In Flames reaction, but something that I just recognized over the years. Okay. Opeth is another example of this. When these bands first started out, they started with the music that was trendy at the time. And I mean trendy within their community. So melodic death. It sounded, if you notice, Opeth and In Flames, like their original albums were way heavier and way different than the stuff they ended up doing later. A lot of the other bands didn't change their style. Partly is probably because they liked the style, but also maybe because they couldn't. Because what you hear when you hear early Opeth and you hear early In Flames is that skill-wise, you can tell they were, even when doing just what was trendy, was better than what everyone else was doing. You know what I mean? Like, you can hear that Anders' kind of growl scream was a slightly better quality. And musically, they had a little bit more creativity in what they were doing. Same with Opeth. And you kind of realize, and then, so when they went on to do like this next level of music, and they crushed it so well, and you realize, oh my God, can he sing? Like, these guys can sing. Look at Oakenfield. Probably said his name wrong there, didn't I? The range, you know, in his singing ability, right? So it does not surprise me right now that Will can sing, right? People think that growls are like just growls, but no, there are different quality of growls. And you can tell when someone has a better quality or when someone has a more higher skill level and they're not just growling because they can't sing, but they're growling as a choice. You can hear the difference in quality there. It just hits different when it's a singer doing something where they actually have, because you got to kind of be, you know, you can train it, you can improve it, but you also have to be born with it. I feel like I just did a Maybelline commercial.
Tangled up like branches in a flood. I come as a blade.
Yeah, see what I mean?
A sacred guardian.
It's got a good alternative middle voice.
So you keep me sharp and test my worth in blood. You've got me in a chokehold. You've got me in a chokehold.
Oh shit. Wait, I gotta catch my breath, man. Like I kind of knew it was coming, I just didn't know where. Of course, it would make sense to put it there in the heavy part. Like I don't want. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna behave myself.
Beneath the stormy seas, above the mountain peaks, it's all the same to me. It makes no difference. I've seen my days unfold, done the impossible. I'll turn my walls to gold to bring you home again.
emotions. How people make other people feel. Love. Sex, romance. I know it's typical for pop genres, but nothing wrong with it. Like Will can do a Chester scream as well. Hold that shit. Damn. And he didn't overdo it with this, like he could have, right? But no, he just gave it to you that one time. Because the song, one thing I noticed, especially with the other song, is it does keep you wanting more. Like the other Sleep Token song, I do really wish it didn't end where it ended. Like, I appreciate the second half, but I would have liked them to bring both together in a third half. I felt like that. And here, it kind of like waned off. And they make you feel two ways. One, you really enjoyed what you did and didn't feel like it overstayed its welcome, but it also didn't fully satisfy, so you want to hear it again. And that's good. You want that because you want to keep coming back for more. Sometimes we can make songs a little too long and, you know, then you'll enjoy it, but it's like you need a break after a while, you know? These are really, I don't want to say Will, like I enjoyed Will's version better or anything. It's more like, I love the song, but then I love what Will does to it. It's like, why do I get myself into this trouble? Let me hear something real quick. Yeah, I mean, there's a little something special there in Vessel with this. But when the drop happened, okay, it wasn't my imagination. I didn't remember singing during that drop. So Will added it there. So he didn't change the song. What he did was he added that into the drop, which is awesome. It's almost like a hey, Sleep Token, you guys want a duet kind of situation? Look what I can help add to the song if you want. Both are good, right? Like, I dig just the drop itself. Right? Like, that gives you something different. And then for variety, you can grab the screen version. So when you're more aggressive and you just really want to crush someone's skull in. Also, that vibe right there is what keeps reminding me of AWOL Nation a little bit. The music in the background, the way it's kind of like changing the pitch. All right, okay. Enough foolishness, guys. We're gonna make this very simple, okay? Sleep Token obviously has something going on. My only regret is I don't know when I can share this with my wife, but holy shit, would she love this stuff. Chokehold is definitely more of my vibe. Definitely love the summoning as well because, you know, I do miss Deftones. I mean, you don't hear, does anyone pull off Deftones other than Deftones? I can't, like, nothing off the top of my head, you know? Do you guys remember the movie Queen of the Damned? This is just the sexiest goddamn... Do you guys remember this? This is just the sexiest goddamn fucking song. Not to get sidetracked, but okay. Fucking Sleep Token is awesome. We've established that. And the chorus. Do you guys remember the goddamn chorus? He can barely sit still trying to... Think about how old this song is. You get the point. Oof. Anyway, yeah, so I guess it's not fair for me to say that, you know, they're just kind of bringing it back or something, because it's not something I've heard very many bands do, and not very well. And Sleep Token is crushing it, and honestly, I would say, as much as I love the Deftones, probably upped the vocals quite a bit. Vessel has very, very good... He's got that popular, sexy ass, you know, tone to his voice. And Will, fucking good job, man. I knew you could sing. It's my first time hearing it, but I knew you could sing. Didn't doubt you for a second, my man. Stop looking at me. Okay. All right, everybody. There's nothing more to say. I love you all. We're having fun here. We're just going to keep it going, keep the vibes going. On to the next one. See you. As always, you know what to do. Keep it metal. Check us out on Patreon if you want to make your own requests. Love you all. Goodbye for now.